There, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce gratuity and gratuitous. So the first word, gratuity, has stress on the second syllable, to. So the to part has that reduced vowel schwa. So even though you see the letter A, you're going to say more of an sound. One way to get the rhythm and the vowel sounds correct when it's not the first syllable that's stressed is to start the word on the stressed syllable and then come back and add your first syllable. In this word, that would sound like tuity, gratuity. That typically helps you remember the rhythm and get that clear, long vowel in the stressed syllable to. And then this is just like a little touch before the stressed syllable, gratuity. That helps you avoid the problem of saying more of an A or A vowel for that letter A. We move from the letters TU, the to an itty ending. Many of our words in the Word of the Day series cover words that end in ITY, and basically we have the lax I vowel, a flap T, and the tense E vowel. So it sounds like itty, itty. You want to be light and voiced on that T and just move gently between the lax and the tense vowels. It's not easy. It's a good thing to practice this suffix with lots of words. Gratuity, quantity, quality, community, etc. So because there's a lot of things that can go wrong there. One of the things that happens is that you might either do gratuity or gratuity, like your voice or your pattern wants to do two of the same vowels, and you really need to be able to switch from lax to tense, itty, in that combination. I do have some videos specifically talking about this pattern and a lesson on my website for words that end in ITY, ICY, ILY, etc. So moving on from gratuity to gratuitous, we don't have the ITY ending here, but we do still have the same first two syllables. Second syllable is stressed, first syllable has the gr, schwa sound. And then we also do have a flap, gratuitous, in this final letter T in gratuitous. And so instead of an itty, we just move to idus. That's a typical ending there for that OUS. It just has the schwa and the S sound. I should mention for both gratuity and gratuitous, this first T is a true T, so a little puff of air comes out. That's also why it's helpful to start with tuitus, tuity. It'll help you get that correct kind of T, just like the T sounds at the beginnings of words. The T sound at the start of a stressed syllable is typically a true T, an aspirated T sound. Okay, if you have trouble with either of these words, another strategy you can try is to break them down slowly, syllable by syllable, and then speed them back up. In this case, for gratuitous, that would sound like gratuitous, gratuitous, gratuitous. And for gratuity, it would sound like gratuity, gratuity, gratuity. You do also want to try practicing these words in some short phrases so that they come smoothly and naturally with that new correct pronunciation as you're speaking. Oftentimes we can master a word by itself, then we go to speak and our old patterns, our old pronunciation comes out. It's simply because there's not always time to think and carefully process the word as we're speaking. So you want to do a lot of ways of building that word into your speech so that it comes out smoothly with a new motor habit for how to say it in real life. Okay, thank you for this request. If you have a request you'd like to see me cover in the Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in a comment on this video or any of my videos. I'll add it to my list to cover in a future class. If you can't wait and you want an answer right away, attend our Friday live question and answer classes. That's where you can type your questions in the chat and I'll answer them for you live. Those are at 12 o'clock Seattle time on Fridays, 3 o'clock Eastern time. You can also join as a channel member and make your request at any time. I'll cover your words for you each Sunday. So channel members pay a very small fee to support the channel and to get perks like quick turnaround on their requests and extra live classes and extra videos just for channel members. You can click the join button and check that out if you haven't already. Thank you to those of you who have joined the channel. I do really appreciate your support. Also, thank you to those of you who have subscribed to the channel. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.